All right, Shane. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Welcome those of you tuning in tonight here on Audio Sports Online. I'm Rob Kendall as the Plainfield Quakers getting set to take on the Tri-West Bruins. We'll also have our broadcast simulcast tonight on WYRZ 98.9 FM in Hendricks County, which we are syncing up with at this time. Hunter, hey buddy, how are you? Good to meet you, man. Here you go. Headphones. Headphones. Yeah, you can just leave that stuff over there for now. We'll run over it a little bit. You can just leave it over there. You're fine. What's that? I was using this for. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, go ahead. We're just syncing up with the radio station right now, so we still got about 5 minutes to go. Yeah, okay, Shane. The 5-minute countdown will start now, so 5 minutes. All right, brother. Far into the field. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right there at the clubhouse.
The Michigan Wolverines, coached by Desi Lyons. The Miami Hurricanes, coached by Tim Hayes. And the Indiana Hoosiers, coached by Jared White. Our last group is our middle school teams. First, our 7th graders, coached by Joe Goff, Stacey Peters, and Steve Miller. And last but definitely not least, our 8th graders, coached by Josh Henstridge, Nick Collier, Trey Hessler, and Brayton Binder.
All right, Shane, we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
And now, we would like to recognize another special group. If you pay attention to the track, we'd like to recognize all of our Optimist cheer teams. Please give a warm round of applause for all these ladies.
Again, welcome those of you tuning in on our video feed tonight on Audio Sports Online. I'm Rob Kendall. We're getting ready for the Plainfield Quakers and Tri-West Bruins, syncing up with WYRZ 98.9 FM in Hendricks County, where our broadcast will be simulcast on tonight.
Our both sports teams are off to a great start here at Plainfield High School. Boys soccer is 2-1 with a record win over 11 losses in the Mid-State. Boys travel to River tomorrow for a 10 matchup. Good luck. Girls soccer is 2-1 and 2-0 in the Mid-State with block wins over 11 and Martinsville. The girls have a Plainfield Invitational tomorrow open at 10 a.m. in Danville. Boys tennis has battled through a tough early schedule and will travel to Columbus East tomorrow. Good luck, man. The volleyball team is currently undefeated at 7-0 and won the Plainfield Invitational last Saturday. The girls will travel to Mooresville next Tuesday. Boys and girls cross country hosted a great invitational last Saturday and will run in Danville tomorrow. Hendricks County will be held next Tuesday at Tri-West. Girls golf continues to play well. They travel to Lafayette Jeff tomorrow for their invitational. The Mid-State Conference tournament will be next Wednesday at Fox Cliff.
Okay. All right, Shane. We'll restart that countdown for you. How about that? All right. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, Shane. We'll give you the 3-minute countdown.
They will have their first competition next Saturday at Decatur Central. And finally, a reminder, next
3 minutes.
Quaker fans at this time would like to welcome to the field, led by Casey, under the direction of Coach Shelby Lewis.
Coach, how are you? Good to see you, man.
You too.
Enjoying the peace and quiet?
Yeah.
All right, Shane, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Hunter, pronounce your last name for me again. Anje. Anje, okay, got it. Take your time, eat your food. We'll run through some ads. No rush. I'll bring you in a little bit. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, Shane. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 1 minute, Shane. 1 minute.
Good job, ladies.
Thirty seconds, Shane. 30 seconds.
There will be
10 seconds. Presented by Westside Plumbing and powered by AudioSportsOnline.com. Hendricks County High School football is on the air as Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air presents the Hendricks County Game of the Week on 98.9 FM WYRZ. Tonight's game is underwritten by Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance. Hello, everybody. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School as the Quakers of Plainfield with a record of 1-0 will play host to the Tri-West Bruins, also with a record of 1-0. Plainfield last week victorious 42-6 over Greenfield Central, while Tri-West downed Lafayette Central Catholic. We still got about 10 minutes up on the board. Also want to thank our Plainfield underwriters who are making tonight's broadcast possible on AudioSportsOnline.com, which include Assured Electric, Bud Green of Remax Centerstone, CCB Contracting, Geodis, Gunnell Financial, Whole Skull Law Group, Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, Hoosier Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement. We'll get you the rest of those in just a moment as we now pause for the playing of our national anthem. Your Plainfield marching band with the national anthem. Hello again, everybody. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay, coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Plainfield Quakers are playing host to the Tri-West Bruins on Audio Sports Online and in Hendricks County on 98.9 FM WYRZ. We'll continue with the rest of our Plainfield underwriters, which include Hoosier Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement, Avon Monster Mini Golf, Porter Hair Design, Julia Burbridge of Remax Centerstone, Jimmy John's, U Paint Pottery, Stringer & Associates, Quinn Property Group, Synergy Telecom, Build Out Specialists, Jack's Donuts, CJ's Pizza, and Haynes Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. And again, both of these teams enter the contest tonight at 1-0. Shaping up to be a beautiful evening for high school football here in Hendricks County. Also want to thank Shane Ray back in the 98.9 WYRZ studios for pressing all the buttons, hopefully keeping us on the air tonight. And I want to thank Jason Dozier back at the Audio Sports Online studios. It is a youth football night. All the youth football players from Plainfield High School out on the field as we await the arrival of both the teams. Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air offers residential heating and air conditioning maintenance, repair, and replacement, and serve all of Hendricks County and West Indianapolis. Their phone number is 317-445-8399. More information can be found at westsideplumbing.net and their Facebook page by searching for Westside Plumbing. And Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsburgh, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. They're located at 1447 East Main Street in Brownsburg. The phone number is 317-286-3500. They are open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. until 9 p.m. Friday and Saturday open till 11 p.m. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website at panuni.com.
Let's have the Quaker warm round of applause for the boys' band.
And Indy Propane is located just west of Danville and services all of Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat or a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com. Their phone number is 317-539-4656, and normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4 p.m. Going to bring the man who'll be doing the game with me tonight, Hunter Ongay. Hunter, thanks for being with us tonight.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, so all right, so it should be an exciting game. You saw these Tri-West Bruins last week on WYRZ.org and Audio Sports Online. What'd you think of the victory?
Well, it was a good it was a good night for both teams, honestly. Tri-West just had the better advantage, home field advantage, obviously coming off home opener, obviously at home. Tri-West was very strong. It was kind of meh throughout the first half, but Tri-West pulled it around in the second half. Only 2 scores, really. The first score of the season for the Tri-West Bruins was actually a safety. The snap, it was a sack by Hendershot that put them deep inside their own territory. Lafayette Catholic put them back deep in their own territory. The snap went over the punter's head out of the back of the end zone, and that's how they scored their first 2 points of the season.
Yeah, you mentioned meh, and you mentioned a guy named Bryce Hendershot. He's definitely not meh. He's the star of this Tri-West football team, a junior wide receiver, defensive line, 6'3", 182. How impressed were you with him in week 1?
Oh, very impressed. He was definitely the number 1 target from quarterback, Luke Robertson. Definitely the number 1 target, had the most catches, most yards out of the night, had 2 receiving touchdowns as well, 2 sacks on the night as well, resulting in a safety and I believe 6 points on the board after turnovers as well. Hendershot is going to be a really good person to look at tonight. He's going to be a face of the game, and he's not going to be one to be missed on this field tonight.
Rob Kendall, Hunter Ongay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Plainfield Quakers 1-0 will meet the Tri-West Bruins, also with a record of 1-0 tonight on 98.9 FM WYRZ, as well as around the world on AudioSportsOnline.com. Wilkinson Insurance offers home, auto, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and their phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com. Tri-West Bruins now coming onto the field. They'll be the visitors tonight wearing the road white jerseys, gold helmets, blue pants, blue letters, and numbers. They'll be on the far side of the field. We, of course, on the Plainfield side, which would be the west side of the press box if you're scoring at home. And in just a moment, we will expect the arrival of the Plainfield Quakers. And as soon as I say it, here they come. We'll pan our camera around for those of you watching tonight on Audio Sports Online. Quakers come charging onto the field. Some new look unis for the Quakers tonight. No blue in these jerseys. It's gray pants, red jerseys, white letters and numbers, gray helmets with a red stripe down the middle. So I can honestly say I think this is the first Plainfield game I may have ever announced where there was no blue in the Plainfield jersey. So we'll see how the Quakers can do with these new look unis tonight. And Hunter, this is a big game for both of these teams. Obviously, Plainfield and Tri-West, they'd love to start 2-0. And for Plainfield, it's the first time in a long time they've had a real shot at that because they had opened with Avon for the last several years, and that got Greenfield Central last year. So a chance for both of these teams to really make a mark on 2019.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Especially this is the last week of non-conference play across the state of Indiana. So both teams coming off non-conference wins, looking into next week where they start with the conference. Plainfield playing against Mooresville, which is going to be a big game for them. But for tonight, this is going to be a good momentum booster for either team that's going to take home the win, moving into the season, into the conference play. So both teams looking for a big win here. Seniors definitely looking for a home win for Plainfield. Looking for that first road win for Tri-West here tonight, so this is going to be a good one to be looking at.
Assured Electric can handle all of your residential electric needs. They're located in Plainfield. Learn more about their services by visiting their website at assuredelectric.com or by calling 317-279-6066. And Bud Green is an associate broker with Remax Centerstone. His phone number is 317-626-5826. Learn more about Bud's listing and services and opportunities at letsellyourhome.com/agent/Bud-Green. And Craig and Chase Blasky are twins who like building better homes and buildings and a better life in their family and community. Their reputation for honesty and integrity and the industry quality has been instilled. They were born and raised and schooled right here in Hendricks County. CCB can do living spaces, outdoor projects, kitchens, bathrooms, and more. Learn more about them at ccbcontracting.com. Both teams now heading out towards the middle of the field. Again, Plainfield, the home team on your scoreboard tonight. They're going to wear the home red jerseys, gray pants, gray uniforms. Tri-West, the visitors, white tops, blue pants, blue letters and numbers, gold helmets. And we heard a lot in the preseason on the Brian Woodard shows about this two-headed quarterback attack for the Plainfield Quakers, which of course includes Aiden Moyers, the junior, 6'3", 165, as well as Cale Vanderbush, the sophomore, 6'5", 180. Both of those guys got a lot of time last year, and Coach Woodard was committed to getting both of these guys a ton of snaps in 2019. It obviously paid dividends in week one with the aforementioned 42-6 victory on the road at Greenfield Central. And by the way, Hunter, you just chime right in whenever you want.
All right. Just getting ready to start. Whoever gets the ball here is going to have to come out strong. I played football in high school, so I know exactly the saying that every coach is going to be coming off the sideline with. It's let's get out there, let's punch them in the mouth, let's go score on that opening drive. And that is the hardest thing to do in football is get in the end zone on that opening drive, even get in within field goal distance. So it looks like here the coin toss has been won by Plainfield. Looks like they're going to receive, and Tri-West will take the defense on the opening possession. Now Plainfield here, they need a solid take. Wherever on the kickoff return, they're going to take it. They got to take it deep, and they got to get that offensive momentum going in order to get that good momentum for the rest of the game. Once again, if Plainfield comes out and punches Tri-West in the mouth and gets in the end zone or gets a field goal on the board, this is definitely going to be a hard game for Tri-West to come back from. But last week, it was anybody's game for Tri-West and Lafayette Central, so it can be anybody's game tonight as well.
So if you're not familiar with high school rules, let's fill you in. We play 4 12-minute quarters. One major rule change, we saw it last week here on WIRZ in that game at Lucas Oil Stadium. They have instilled what they call a mercy rule, which means if you're winning by 5 scores or 35 points, they will have what they call a running clock in the second half. So that came into play last week in Avon's big win at Lucas Oil Stadium against Columbus North. Was wondering if we would see it at all this year, and we saw it week 1. So already a new rule in Indiana high school football designed to increase sportsmanship. About ready to kick this one off as the Tri-West Bruins are going to boot it away. Luke Robertson will do the kicking for the Bruins. Plainfield back deep to receive the kick. They'll be moving from right to left, south to north on your computer screen or radio dial. And that ball will sail into the end zone. That's a touchback, and Plainfield will start from the 20-yard line.
That's Tri-West's first touchback of the year. And their kicker is actually number 11, Luke Robertson, their starting quarterback as well. He's the kicker, punter, quarterback. For Tri-West, he can go anywhere you want.
Well, of course, Tri-West winning 3 state championships in the 2000s. Picking up one in 2003, one in 2004, and then another in 2014. All right, so here we go. Moyers under center, now working out of the shotgun. Snap. There's the give ahead. Room to run across the center of the field. Good gain on first down, near a first down. All the way up near the 30-yard line. Going to be about a half yard short. And it'll bring up second down as that time the run completed by number 21, Ricky Alsum. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Moyers barks out the play, now looks in. Gets a new call from head coach Brian Woodard and restarts the offense. They do give him the first down, and they move the chains. 2 receivers to each side. Snap, quick drop, steps up, throws, incomplete. Overshot the intended receiver up near the 35. That time, Keegan Scheffler was the intended receiver.
First and passing play, not the way you wanted to go. Wanted to get that completion, get the ball rolling on that one. Just threw it a little bit behind him. It's all right, it's early in the game. Plenty of time to get the ball rolling over.
Moyers back out of the shotgun. Again, it'll be a Cale Vanderbush. We'll see him later in the ball game as well. Snap, there's the give. Alsum driving, still going, runs around a couple tacklers up near the 40-yard line. And it'll bring up third down and short. It's at the 39. They needed to get to the 40. Again, Moyers working out of the shotgun. Snap, the give is to Alsum. He's got a first down, barrels ahead, spins out of 1 tackle. He's got the 42, and that's enough for another Plainfield first down.
Already a strong running game for the Quakers. 22 yards already for number 21, Alsum. He's ready to barrel in and keep moving.
3 receivers go wide to the right, 2 to the left. Empty backfield as Moyers barks out the signal. Snap back to pass, steps up, throws, got a man caught on the near side of the field. He's up across the 50 into Tri-West territory, and it's very close to a first down. That was number 6, Jack Beebe, with the reception.
Good little hitch route that they caught on the outside there to get him a couple extra yards after the catch. Good start for his first completion.
Empty backfield again, 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 men to the left. Snap back to pass, throws, got a man caught again on the near side of the field. Again, he'll turn, and very close to another first down. And again, it was Jack Beebe with the pitch and catch. Worked twice in a row now, Hunter.
Yeah, that worked really well. Now they're subbing in a couple of guys to get him out of there, move him to the opposite side of the field, moving him to the far side this time. But getting that same play, Tri-West has got to be looking for those short plays.
First down and 10. Ball all the way down at the 36-yard line. Snap, there's the give, and big room to run inside the 30, taking a pile with him. Very near another first down for the Plainfield Quakers, as that time it was number 22 for Plainfield, Jarrett Stephen, with the run. 5'9", a senior.
That was a good run for him, especially getting off the sideline.
And, of course, Stephen was one they stole. He came to him from Avon. So they picked up one from the Avon Orioles, and happy to have him right there. Gain of about 8 yards. It'll bring up second down and 2. Two receivers wide to the right, one man left. Single back formation. There's the give. Alsum barrels ahead, takes a couple tacklers with him as he goes around left end. He's going to be close to a first down. Looks like they're going to spot him about a yard short. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 1 from the 27-ish yard line.
First 3rd down here of the game, Quakers, and it's a 3rd and short too, only 3rd and 1. They really need a good run up the gut or a quick out route, quick hitch in order to get this first down because they still are in field goal range, so this is a scoring opportunity, but Tri-West needs a big stop here.
Snap, Moyers back to pass, steps up. He's going to the end zone, into the corner. It is tipped up and incomplete. In the back corner of the end zone, pass intended that time for number 15. That's Cale Vanderbush. We talked about we'll see him under center quite a bit tonight. And great defense there in the secondary. I believe, is that number 8 for the Tri-West Bruins, K. Ross. Okay, 4th down. Now the Quakers are going to go for it. Snap, there's the give, and barreling ahead. He's very close. Looks like he did get it down to the 25, as that was Alsum, the workhorse, and it'll bring up 1st and 10 for Plainfield. Well, you know, Hunter, that's a huge advantage being able to go for the end zone on 3rd down when you got that big guy back there who, you know, on 4th down you can pick up that yard when you need it.
Oh, for sure. That was a good call trying to go for the end zone there on 3rd down to get 6 on the board, but getting that first down is definitely going to help them.
4 receivers go bunched in left or right side, 1 man to the left, as now Moyers will look into Brian Woodard and get the play. Out of the shotgun, empty backfield, snap, back to pass, steps up, throws, got a man on the near side of the field, short gain down to the 20, and actually that ended up being about 5 yards when it's all said and done, and that was Keegan Scheffler with the reception.
Once again, another short route that was getting Plainfield moving down the field, so that's really helping them out on this one.
2nd down and about 5 from the 20-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, 1 man in the backfield. Snap, back to pass, steps up, throws, that's to Steven, and he's got room to run inside the 15, inside the 10, all the way down near the 6.
Good little fly route from coming out of the backfield going towards the right. That was a good read to check it down, and he gets it several yards, getting inside the 10, setting it up for a good 1st and 10 for the Quakers. Once again, coming out, punching him in the mouth is exactly what the Quakers plan to do, and it's exactly what they're doing right now. Good play calling.
1st and goal, 2 men wide to the right as receivers. Steven, the lone man in the backfield, man in tight left side. Snap, little give to Steven, and you can drive a truck through it for a touchdown. What a hole. They did a little misdirection fake there to Keegan Scheffler and gave it to Steven, and he pounds it in for the score. 6-0, 7-17 left to go in the first quarter.
That was an amazing play call by the Quakers. He was alone in the backfield and took this direct snap to him and left right through the C hole and took it right into the end zone. Nobody was close to touching him.
So now on to attempt the extra point. It is number 98, Harris Nichols. Snap, kick, up, down the middle, good. Plainfield leads it, 7-0, 7-17 left to go in the first quarter. Here on 98.9 FM WYRZ and around the world on Audio Sports Online. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay. Hey, Gunnell Financial performs work in accounting, tax, and wealth management. They're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and evenings and weekends by appointment. You can learn more about them at their website, GUNNFIN.com, or by calling 317-203-4433. And the Holsclaw Law Group has been serving the communities of central Indiana since 2010. Their staff of attorneys brings decades of experience in the practice of law to provide you with knowledgeable counsel across a variety of legal landscapes. 13 plays, 4 minutes and 43 seconds, and 80 yards on the drive for the Quakers. And by the way, we always have to say this, thanks to the Plainfield Stat Crew, the best in the business. No offense to the other stat crews out there. We love you guys. But Plainfield, nobody is on it like the Plainfield Stat Crew. So the Quakers now will kick it off, leading 7-0.
Tri-West really needs a big gain here, especially coming off a touchdown that they let up early in the first quarter. This is something that they really need to get the ball moving towards, get the ball rolling in the running game, passing game, get it downfield, and punch it in the end zone for 6.
Going to put the right foot into it, as that is Nichols to kick it off. It's a short kick, very high. It'll be fielded at the 15, up across the 20, bringing it in the near side of the field. He's got the corner, room to run, across the 35, across the 40, still going, and all the way up near midfield. Great return by number 32 for the Tri-West Bruins. That was Hunter Lowe.
Great return, great blocking up front, too, by the return team as they blocked the Quakers over to that left side, and he had room to run on the right side, getting out past midfield as well into the 49 of Quaker territory.
Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, located in Plainfield, is a residential and commercial real estate investment company which makes dreams come true on a budget. Learn more about how they can get to work for you by calling 317-800-9646 or check out samples of their work at homeinvestmentsllc.com. First play of the ball game for the Tri-West Bruins. 2 receivers wide to the left, 2 wide to the right, back to pass, down the middle, off the hands of the intended receiver, number 2. That was Hendershot, Bryce Hendershot, quarterback for the Tri-West Bruins. Number 11, as you heard us talk about in the pregame show, Luke Robertson, and just a little bit behind him that time, Hunter.
Yeah, just a little bit behind him. He was getting rushed. The Quakers actually, the defensive line broke through there on the outside on that left side and got to him, kind of caught him off guard. He wasn't expecting that on the first play of the drive.
Second down and 10. The give ahead is to number 1, Garrett Cora. Short gain that time, not much doing.
Loss of a yard on that carry. 3rd and 11 for the Bruins. Not a good start for them. If they can pick up this 3rd down conversion, it would be a great thing to get the ball rolling. 3rd and 3 and out on the opening drive is not good after letting a touchdown be scored by the Quakers.
Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass, little screen pass to the far side of the field, turns the corner, nothing doing. That was to Garrett Cora, number 1, and Plainfield all over it. It'll bring up 4th down for the Bruins.
Good little quick out route there. Not a lot of room to work with. Getting a couple extra yards, only got 2 yards on that reception. Puts them at 4th and 9, having to punt it away.
So standing all the way back inside his 12, still going all the way back inside the, and it's a short kick. You're not going to worry about backpedaling. It does take a Tri-West bounce inside the 30, and it'll spin out of bounds inside the 25. Hunter, that was not a great kick, but an okay result thanks to that field turf.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He got rushed really hard in his face, so he had to get it. And plus, it was a high snap. He had to jump and catch it on the first snap, which happened last game as well. Brought it down and luckily able to get it away really quick. Not the greatest punt that you would want, but getting inside the 25 is needed.
Hoosier Tent and Party Rental has been providing Indianapolis, its suburbs, and other parts of the state with the finest tents and party equipment available. Learn more of their services and rentals at HoosierTent.com. First play, give ahead. I believe that was Alsum with the run. Flag flies in late. All right, so that was a 70-yard score. I'm sorry, Plainfield now has scored on 7 of 8 drives this year. Boy, this is how good these stat guys are for Plainfield. Here's the scoring drives for Plainfield so far this year. 72, 61, 66, 98, 64, 23, and we just had 80. So the Plainfield offense in high gear already here in 2019. Is that a hold?
Yep, there's a holding call on the offense there.
Okay. Again, Rob Kendall, Hunter Ongay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Quakers lead the Tri-West Bruins 7-0 here on 98.9 FM, WIRZ, and AudioSportsOnline.com. It'll bring up 2nd and 20 for the Quakers. Sorry, officially 2nd and 18, they'll say.
Quakers looking for another long drive here to put another 7 on the board to get a big gain or a big lead over Bruins.
Out of the shotgun, and now whistle. And a timeout is going to be called by Plainfield. So Brian Woodard not happy with the start to this drive so far. Larry Good Homes has been family-owned since 1972. They're custom home builders in Hendricks and surrounding counties. They're available for building patio homes in local communities, including Forest Village in Plainfield and Wellington at Wexford and Danville. More information can be found at LarryGoodHomes.com or by calling 317-839-7481. And for over 22 years, LJS Home Improvement General Contractors has been in the roofing and restoration industry. Whether you have a weather-related emergency or planning your next home improvement project, they're here to help. They have experience evaluating losses that can result from strong storms in Indiana. And Porter Hair Design, located at 2467 East Main Street in Plainfield. Call 317-437-4808 for an appointment today. All right, back at it now. Moyers back to pass. Little screen pass, and it's dropped by Alsum. And are they going to say that's a live ball? No, now they're going to say it's a dead ball. No signal initially, and the Tri-West Bruins fell on it before they signaled it dead. Julia Burbridge of Remax Centerstone is located at 3930 Clarks Creek Road in Plainfield. More information about listings and availabilities can be done by contacting Julia directly at 317-502-1928. Second down and 18 now coming up for the Bruins. All the way back at their 14-yard line. And rolling right side, pass is caught on the far side of the field by Scheffler. And not much doing, though, after the catch as Keegan tried to turn it up the field. Got maybe a yard on the play, and will bring up 3rd and long for Plainfield.
Yeah, not the best play call to get him rolling out right after a play action pass. Want to look deep, especially on that 2nd and long situation. Want to get it in a 3rd and manageable instead.
So 3rd down and long coming up for Plainfield. They've got to get all the way up to the 32-yard line. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, clock moving in the first quarter. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, moving, and now Moyers is on the run. He's going to keep it, and he will get around one tackler, but not two. Taken down, might have got a yard on the play, and it'll bring up 4th down as the Plainfield Quakers bring the punt unit on.
Good defense downfield by the Bruins, being able to hold the receivers and not letting anything get open, as well as the defensive line applying pressure right there on the outside, making that pocket collapse and making him scramble. Able to get around on the outside for just a gain of a yard, and that's a good offensive or defensive possession for the Bruins.
Snap is high, pulls it down, kick is away. It's a good punt, high end over end kick. It'll hit at the 40. It'll take a Plainfield bounce across midfield all the way out to the 46 of the Bruins. So that is where Tri-West will take over at their own 46-yard line. Jimmy John's offers delivery and catering. They're located at 2863 East Main Street in Plainfield next to BW3s. Open 10:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sunday through Saturday. More information can be found at 317-837-8282 or online at jimmyjohns.com.
Another good starting field position here for the Bruins. They got to really make something happen on this drive if they want to stay in this game, because the Quakers' offensive ball movement is really making them struggle.
2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, the give is to the Bruins, man in the backfield across midfield, and a nice gain on 1st down by number 1, Garrett Cora. Cora across midfield down to about the 48-yard line of the Bruins. Other Plainfield football sponsors include Stringer & Associates. Find them online at patstringerhomes.com or by contacting Rick and Pat by phone at 317-839-8845.
Good little run play. They got positive yards on that one. Is definitely what they needed.
2nd down and about 4 coming up for the Bruins. They'll work out of the shotgun. Robertson, snap, rolling left side, steps up, throws, and it is picked off near the far side of the field, and that was number 44 for Plainfield, Mason Scott, who picked it off for the Quakers.
That was a great read by the linebacker, number 44. That's Mason Scott. He read the quarterback's eyes perfectly and jumped right in front of the ball, putting his hands out right in time, snagging it right out of the air.
The Quinn Property Group is a property sourcing company working with clients to fulfill their investment needs on a custom-made basis. They specialize in sourcing They're online at thequinnpropertygroup.co.uk. Out of the shotgun, Moyers. He's got it, now cuts it back. Now check that, the new quarterback in the ball game is Cale Vanderbush. Vanderbush, number 15, started at receiver and now moves to quarterback, part of that double-headed approach for Plainfield. And Hunter, it really looks like after the Quakers were dominant on that first drive that the Tri-West defense starting to settle in a little bit and control the line of scrimmage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Defensive line getting into a flow. Hendershot in there as well on the left side, being able to contain it. That's why they have to run over to the left side. Quakers have to run to their left because Hendershot's covering the Bruins' left side.
Out of the shotgun is Vanderbush. Steven, the lone man in the backfield. Two receivers wide to the right, one man to the left. Snap, give ahead. Steven cuts it back, cuts it up the middle, and he'll get up to the 46-yard line. So it'll bring up a third down and about 4 yards to go for the Quakers. Clock continuing to move, $1:57 left to go in the first quarter of action. Rob Kendall, Hunter Onge coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, your Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air game of the week on 98.9 FM WYRZ.
Big third down conversion here. They're inside the 45 on their own side of the ball. They really need this third down.
Out of the shotgun. Looks, waits. Vanderbush with two receivers left side. One man far side of the field. Steven, the lone man in the backfield. And now a whistle and a timeout. There was a flag flew, but Brian Woodard is trying to signal to the other official that threw the flag, hey, this guy called a timeout for us. So timeout by Plainfield. Synergy Telecom is a worldwide provider of telecommunications equipment, technical service, and 24/7 maintenance services for all major brands and systems. Find them online at synergy-tel.com or by phone at 317-713-1652. And CJ's Pizza is located at 10 Southeast Main Street in Plainfield. You can call 317-839-4900 for more information. And Jack's Donuts, 2230 Stafford Road in Plainfield, is open Monday through Saturday, 5 a.m. to 9 p.m., Sunday 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. Call 317-707-8088 for more information. Also underwriting Plainfield football broadcast, build-out specialist, and Haynes Roofing, Siding, and Gutters.
Plainfield's got to manage the time a little bit better for the play clock. They tried to run a quick count to try and make the Bruins jump off sides twice in a row. That's why they had to call that second timeout.
Direct snap to Steven. It's not fooling anybody. Tri-West was ready. He broke through one tackle, but a host of Bruins pile him up at the 49-yard line. It's going to put him about 2 yards short of the first down. So decision time for Brian Woodard. He's telling the guy stay on the field. They went with a direct snap to Steven that time. Tri-West was ready for it. And again, Hunter, very impressive. Tri-West Bruins, despite being a much smaller school than Plainfield, those bigs up front for Tri-West owning the offensive line, defensive line, I should say, the last couple of series.
For sure, they really need another big stand here. 4th and short, and it's going to be another direct snap. He's going to take it to the right side. He's got plenty of room, and he's breaking free down the middle.
He's off to the races. He's inside the 35, all the way down near the 32-yard line. And as you said, Hunter, they went with the direct snap. Tri-West brought everybody. And once you make it through that initial line of scrimmage, if you're bringing everybody, you got room to run. And he was an ankle tackle away from taking it the distance.
That was a great play call. Running the same play once again, 19 yards on that carry.
And then a lot of that is those confidence that Brian Woodard has in the backfield with that two-headed running approach with Alsum and Steven. And now, speaking of which, they're both in the backfield now, split back formation. 3 receivers in tight left side. Snap, direct snap is to Steven, and he'll lean ahead all the way down to the 29-yard line. And that's an interesting look for these Plainfield Quakers, as now we've got a timeout on the field. No, quarter break, I'm sorry. So that'll do it for the first quarter of action. 1 in the books, 7-0 Plainfield leading Tri-West. Plainfield driving here on Audio Sports Online and 98.9 FM WYRZ. Want to once again remind you of our sponsors tonight on WYRZ. The Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air presents the Hendricks County Game of the Week. Tonight's game is underwritten by Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance. Well, Hunter, 1 quarter in the books. Plainfield's got the lead. but two pretty even teams overall.
Yeah, overall, Tri-West had a bit of a slow start, letting that 7 get on the board, but coming right back out. 3 and out, not the best opening possession, but making Plainfield make a mistake early, making it a 1st and 18 off a holding penalty, and then capitalizing, making that a 3 and out for him, and then going down. Bruins defensive line definitely holding their ground on the run game, not on that last play, letting up 19, just a good hole and blocking by that offensive line for the Plainfield Quakers. Also with the interception by number 44, Mason Scott, making it a good field position for the Quakers here going into the end of the quarter. So overall, not a bad start to this game.
Rob Kendall, Hunter Onge coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School. Thanks for being with us. First quarter statistics, we'll get those to you here after this play. There's the snap they give us to Alsum. He leans ahead inside the 25, all the way down near the 24. Stevens, 6 rushes, 44 yards, and a touchdown. Beebe, 2 receptions for 22 yards. And for Plainfield, 22 plays, 115 yards, 64 rushes, and 76 yards. And again, we can't say enough great things about our stat man here. Plainfield, he's off to the races. Alsum inside the 10, all the way down near the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for Plainfield.
Good open hole down the middle for Alsum to get through.
You know, we talked about it, Hunter, that the Tri-West line had really held its own there for a couple plays. But now a timeout called by Tri-West. Go ahead, Hunter. Sorry about that.
Yeah, just let a little bit of an open hole get there, and Plainfield, if they see an open hole, they're going to take it, and they're going to make a valley out of a mountain going in there.
There's that Ball State education coming in handy. I like it. I like it. Timeout, and was that a Tri-West timeout or a Plainfield timeout? Okay, timeout called by Tri-West. Yeah, so as we said, it's really been the drives, the difference in the one scoring drive and now this very effective scoring drive has been the fact that Plainfield, that offensive line, has really stepped back up. Tri-West, for those 2 drives in a row, really controlled the line of scrimmage. Time of possession so far, we got 11:20 left to go in the second quarter. First quarter time of possession. And so far, 10:22 for Plainfield, 2:18 for Tri-West, and that tells us the story of the ball game so far, my friends.
Plainfield definitely looking for 7 here as it's 1st and 7, 1st and goal from the 7.
Out of the shotgun. Snap. Stretch play. Alsum takes the corner, barrels towards the end zone. He dives, and it looks like he's going to be about a yard short of the pylon. Actually, they're going to put him down at the 2, so it'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 2 for Tri-West, or for Plainfield.
From our recordings, it looks like Alsum is already halfway to a solid 100-yard game. He's at 50 yards already, and it's barely into the second quarter. Plainfield really looking hard to run that ball and run it down Tri-West's throat. They really watched film this week.
1 receiver wide to the right, or 2 to the right, 1 man to the left. Single back formation is Alsum, working out of the shotgun. Snap, give, Alsum down near the 1, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And we'll see what Plainfield elects to do here, Hunter. You'd have to think they're in 2-down territory.
I'm looking for a play-action pass here. Honestly, it's 3rd and short. They can definitely run the ball on 4th down since they are so close. And even if they don't get it in on 4th down, Bruins are backed up inside the 1.
There's the give. Alsum up and in for the score. He took to the air, and it was enough for the Plainfield Quakers. 10:03 left to go in the first half, and it's now a 13-0 Plainfield advantage. So now on to attempt the extra point is number 98, Harris Nichols. Snap, spot, kick is up, it's down the middle, it is good, and Plainfield leads it 14-0. Thank you, sir. On the Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air game of the week 10 plays, 59 yards, 4:53 the total time of possession, and a 1-yard touchdown run, or leap in this case, by Alsum.
Great job running the ball there by the Quakers. Definitely pounding the pavement with them, being able to just keep forcing it down their throats. Several big plays there by Alsum, getting a good 15, 17-yard run to put him inside the 10 for that first and goal play once again, and he ran the ball for the next 3 plays in order to score.
So they will kick it off from the 40-yard line. And again, it'll be Nichols to kick it away. Comes the kick, high kick, short kick again. It'll hit at the 10. It'll bounce forward. It'll be taken there. It took him a while to get going, and a host of Quakers are going to get down there and wrap him up. That took forever to develop, as number 22, Skylar Marlowe, was on the return that time, and that ball bounced around on the ground, which enabled the Plainfield defense to get down there. By the way, if you're looking ahead, real quick, not to cut you off there, Hunter, but next week, we're going to be at Hamilton Southeastern High School here on 98.9 FM WYRZ as Avon travels to Hamilton Southeastern to take on the Royals. Elsewhere, if you're looking around, Plainfield will be at Mooresville, and the Tri-West Bruins, all these broadcasts on Audio Sports Online, will be at Frankfort. All right, first down and 10, deep in their own territory for the Tri-West Bruins. Snap, give ahead, barreling forward, and he's up to about the 15-yard line on first down. Hunter, one thing you'll notice about these Tri-West Plainfield games, and Plainfield games in particular, they run the ball a lot, so the game goes by very fast because the clock keeps running.
Oh, for sure. That definitely helps us out a little bit, being able to get home a little bit sooner. Also, the running game here is definitely going to be a strong suit. It always has been across high school football, and it always will be across all of football.
Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, little stretch play. He'll take it to the far side of the field. Nothing doing that time as Garrett Cora, again the running back, and Plainfield sniffs it out and takes him down. It'll bring up about a 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 4, short 5. Oh, no, more than that. Well, maybe 6 now? No, 5 or 6, okay.
Loss of 2 there on the play. Nice defensive coverage there by the defensive linemen and those linebackers, reading that stretch play very well, being able to cut off that corner and be able to take him down for a loss.
So a big 3rd down coming up for the Tri-West Bruins. They've got to get something going offensively. Robertson out of the shotgun. Snap. There's the give, and Cora will break 1 tackle, barrels ahead. He's got his lineman pushing behind him. He's very close to the first down, but I think he's going to be about a yard short. Nice job by the Tri-West line that time as they tried to get behind him and push him to the first down, but unfortunately for them, Plainfield was able to step up and push him back.
Yeah, not the best play that they wanted to have after that kickoff. It wasn't recovered there in the front and let it bounce back inside the 10, giving Plainfield plenty of time to get down there and make that play, put him deep inside the 10.
Out of the all the way back near his own end zone. They'll punt it away. It's a high kick. It'll be fair caught at the 45-yard line that time, as that was number 25 for the Quakers. Tyson Gibson with the reception. And boy, chance here, Hunter, for Plainfield to bust this one open.
Oh, for sure. They're definitely got really good field position at the Bruin 45-yard line. Only 45 yards to the end zone, and they've been running the ball very, very strongly. Sooner or later, they're going to bust one over the top for a play-action pass. It's just going to go deep. And they're going to put another 7 on the board probably before the half is over.
Let's see what the Bruins, or the Quakers rather, can do here. They lead it 14-0, 8:01 left to go. And now there's a quarterback keeper, as that's Vanderbush, breaks through 1 tackle, and he's very close to a first down inside the 40, down near the 36-yard line.
That was a good, quick little draw play that he took for an 8-yard gain, and he's already got 10 yards rushing on the night.
Down out of the shotgun is Vanderbush. 3 receivers going wide to the right, 2 men wide to the left. Snap back to pass. Steps up, going down the middle of the field. He's got a man. Oh, incomplete. He was wide open and in and out of the hands of number 11, Keegan Scheffler.
They definitely weren't, obviously didn't play for the pass, but Plainfield, with such a big running threat, especially coming from their quarterback as well, posed a big threat, especially for those linebackers, letting him get deep into the middle of the field. Just couldn't connect on that one.
So it'll bring up a 2nd down and 10 now for Plainfield.
Flag was put down on the play.
And it is going to be against the Quakers. Good eye there, Hunter.
Looks like it's going to be a holding penalty. Take it back to a 2nd and 13 for the Quakers.
All right, so ball all the way back this time to the 47-ish yard line. And we'll see what Plainfield can do. They do get another crack at 2nd down here. 3 receivers wide to the right, 2 men in tight left. Out of the shotgun, empty backfield. Snap, going down the middle, and it's picked off! It's picked off in the center of the field, and he is off to the races up across the 45 of Tri-West. Number 44 for the Bruins, Quentin Cooper with the interception.
That is his actual 2nd interception of the season. He had a good one against Lafayette Central last week, jumping in front of it. This time that ball is intended once again for number 11, Keegan Scheffler, and just over his head on that one, right into the arms of number 44, Quentin Cooper.
So it'll bring up a 1st down and 10 for Tri-West.
Good momentum booster there for the Bruins. Definitely got to make something out of this going into the half. Only 7 minutes remaining, but you can make a lot out of 7 minutes.
2 receivers wide to the right for Tri-West. They're moving from right to left on your computer screen or radio dial. Snap, little stretch play. Now it's a reverse, and it's coming to Hendershot. He's got room to run. He's across the 50. He's down inside the 40, and a big play by the man for the Tri-West Bruins, number 2, Bryce Hendershot. First down and 10 for Tri-West. They'll move it to the 38, and I believe, Hunter, this is the furthest the Bruins have been down into Plainfield territory tonight.
Yes, for sure it is. After that 17-yard pickup by Hendershot on the reverse play, this is definitely a good momentum shift. Your interception, 17-yard pickup, this is going to be, they've got to punch something in here for sure.
That's the first down of the game for Tri-West, and now a little screen pass caught inside the 35, inside the 30. As the pass that time complete to number 1, Garrett Cora, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down. You know, the stat guys are so good here at Plainfield, they even make me sound like I know what I'm doing. It's incredible. It's great. Ball is down near the 29-yard line.
I'm trying my job. I'm trying to do my best here with your stats.
You're doing a great job, Hunter. You're doing a great job. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Rolls right side, throwing over the middle. It's caught. That's Hendershot. He's inside the 20, inside the 15, inside the 10, and taken down at about the 6-yard line. Nice job by Plainfield to go get him, but not before a big gain by the Tri-West Bruins. 1st and goal, 6:12 left to go in the first half.
That was a 22-yard reception for Hendershot from Robertson to Hendershot. Once again, being the number 1 receiver, he's definitely getting a lot of looks here. Got to put their best defensive back out there.
Out of the shotgun. Snap. Give is ahead to, no, it's a quarterback keeper. I'm sorry. He sneaks through a couple of tacklers. Good fake that time, but Plainfield wasn't buying it. Held it to about a 2-yard gain down to the 5. 5:40 and counting left to go here in the first half of action.
This is exactly what the Bruins needed in this point of the game. They've got no points on the board. They've only held the Quakers to 14 points, which is honestly not bad considering the size difference on teams. And Plainfield holding up their end on offense. Defensively, they got a little backed up on their heels after that interception, and Bruins have taken and put them up against the ropes on this drive.
2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap. Stretch play. Cora taking it to the near side, cuts it back, gets out of 1 tackle, but that's it. Taken up and tackled all the way back at the 10-yard line. As that time it was number 40 for Plainfield getting in there, Jacob Platt. to make the tackle. 4:45 and counting in the first half. Big play now for the Bruins. They trail it 14-0. They really need a touchdown here. Snap, quarterback keeper rolling right side, throwing up, and it is incomplete out of the back of the end zone that time. And now, fourth down decision for Tri-West.
I'm thinking they're still going to go for it here.
Yeah, it does look like that's their only intention right now, because obviously feeling it's going to be hard to get down to this part of the field too many times against the much bigger Plainfield Quakers. Clock is stopped at 4:43. It's 14-0 Plainfield. Tri-West with the ball at the Plainfield 9, but it is 4th and 9. Two receivers go to the left side of the field, one man to the right. Single back formation. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap, back to pass. Robertson has time, throws it. It is caught, and he will hop into the end zone for a touchdown. What a catch that time by Jason Moore. Jason Moore, he's listed as a sophomore, 5'7", 138. And Hunter, he used all 5'7" that time to leap into the end zone.
Oh, for sure. He got a little quick slant going in there, got the little sliver of an opening in order to take it in. And as he was getting wrapped up at the ankles at like the 2-yard line, diving in. I used to be that short, believe it or not, but getting in that end zone is not an easy feat from that far out.
So now on to attempt the extra point is Robertson. We'll see if he can nail it through here. Snap, spot, kick is up. The kick is good, right down the middle. And we have a ball game once again, 14-7, 4:29 left to go in the first half on the Westside Plumbing Heating and Air Game of the Week on 98.9 FM WYRZ and online at audiosportsonline.com. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Unge from Plainfield High School, where the Tri-West Bruins and Plainfield Quakers are doing battle.
This is exactly what the Bruins needed here with only 4.5 minutes remaining in the half, giving the ball back to the Quakers. Not exactly what they wanted here to end the second quarter, but the Bruins do get the ball back starting the second half so that they can run the ball right back down and put another 7 on the board. First, they got to stop the Quakers from putting 7 on the board.
While Brownsburg leads St. Xavier 10-0. And, of course, when they put them on the schedule this year, a lot of people thought that was going to be a very tough game for them. Of course, the Bulldogs defeated highly ranked Ben Davis to open the year last week, and now leading 10-0 over St. Xavier. So the Bulldogs this year are a force to be reckoned with. There's the kick. It's a very high end-over-end kick. It'll be taken back at the 10, across the 15, up to the 20, 25, barreling ahead across the 30, and up near the 32-yard line. That scoring drive for Tri-West, 7 plays, 55 yards, 2 minutes, 39 seconds, and ultimately it was a 9-yard touchdown pass, Robertson to Moore, and the big play, the 22-yard pass to Hendershot.
And that also came off an interception from number 44, Quentin Cooper, who was able to actually set that up and be able to make a play out of it and give the Bruins a good setup.
Yeah, what a game of momentum, right, Hunter? I mean, you go from Plainfield knocking on the door of a score to Tri-West ending up with the ball, and then that big 4th and 9. Now there's the give to Alsum. Alsum ahead across the 40, and it'll get up to the 46, 41. We'll bring up a 2nd and 7. Plainfield with the ball and the lead. Actually, they'll call it a pretty good spot that time, so 2nd and 2. And the give again to Alsum. He barrels ahead. He's up to the 45, and that's enough for a Plainfield first down.
Alsum already handling the ball really well. 12 carries on the night for 64 yards. So he's got the team on his shoulders at the moment. 1 touchdown for him and another touchdown for his teammate Jarrett Steffen. Both seniors on this Quaker squad.
Out of the shotgun. Throwing it down the middle of the field. It is caught. Great catch across midfield, as that time it was number 8 for Plainfield. And that is Seth Weingar with the reception from the tight end position. So Weingar going over the middle makes the catch. It's enough for the first down. Snap, give, Alsum, barrels ahead, down to the 30. A host of Bruins tie him up, and not before a big gain by Plainfield. So clearly that Tri-West touchdown woke the Quakers up, Hunter, because they are moving the ball quickly.
Oh, definitely. Yep, Plainfield definitely getting the ball moving here. They did not like throwing that interception. They took the quarterback out. Number 15, Vanderbush is actually taken out, and Moyers is put back into the game, and that's when the ball just got moving with a good pickup there across the middle. Off a play action actually. So that was what I was looking for here to get going, especially here in the second quarter, especially getting into the third quarter, fourth quarter, as the run becomes a very big factor in this game. Play action, faking it out, pulling that ball back, and then letting it fly deep is definitely what they're going to need.
So if you're keeping track at home, 2:57 left to go in the first half. Timeout on the field. Tri-West and Plainfield doing battle. Rob Kendall, Hunter Ungay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School. Hendricks County rivalry matchup here on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and around the world on AudioSportsOnline.com. Thanks again to Shane Ray back in the WYRZ studios for helping us out tonight. And thanks to Jason Dozier back in the Audio Sports Online studios as well. So it is second down and 3. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, give, Alsum runs into a bevy of Tri-West tacklers that time and might have lost a yard on the play. It'll bring up a third down now.
That was actually Jarrett Steffen there on the carry.
Oh, my fault. So third down now. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Snap, back to pass. Moyers, pump fake, throws, got a man. It's caught near the 25. He'll barrel forward, and that should be enough for the first down, as that time it was number 19 for Plainfield, Evan Clark, with the reception. So big conversion there by the Quakers. Keeps the chains moving, keeps the clock rolling, and now the clock becomes a Plainfield's ally with 2 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in the first half. Very tight formation here. Everybody's scrunched up. They're going to do a direct snap this time to Steffen. Cuts it back. Now takes it to the far side of the field. He's got room to run. He's got the corner. He's to the 5, and he is out of bounds at the 1. Jared Stephen with the run that time. And Stephen gets it all the way down to about the 1. Now they're going to put him out at the 2. Boy, he did a great job that time, Hunter, getting the corner.
Yeah, those direct snap plays have been causing Tri-West some trouble. That was a 27-yard run, and it looks like they're going to set up at the same formation.
Snap, direct snap again, and he will lean it forward and in for the score. That's a touchdown. So Stephen puts it in, and with a minute 47 left to go in the first half, Plainfield responds, and that will make it a 20-7 affair. Extra point now coming out for Harris Nichols.
That is his second rushing touchdown of the game for Steffen. He's got 10 carries for 76 yards on the night already.
Snap spot, kick is up, it's down the middle, it is good, and Plainfield extends the lead to 21-7 here on the West Side Plumbing, Heating and Air, Hendricks County High School Game of the Week tonight on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and around the world on AudioSportsOnline.com. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ungay, coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School.
Great offensive drive there. Quakers coaches were not happy with the defense letting 7 get on the board by the Bruins. Being able to fire up their offense, being able to get an 18-yard pass on a quick slant, getting them set up inside the 30 and able to punch it in with a 27-yard run, putting them at the 3 by Steffen, and then finally resulting in that 3-yard rushing touchdown once again by Steffen to put them up 21-7 here. Bruins with only 1:47 here to work with on the clock. They'll get the ball back, but they need to make something out of it now, or they got to have to come back in coming out of the half with something to go on.
8 plays, 67 yards, 2 minutes and 36 seconds. The 2-yard Jarrett Stephen touchdown run, and a 19-yard catch by Winger, and a 22-yard run by Stephen. So now the Quakers will kick it off. It's a high kick, end over end. It'll be taken on the run at the 7. Now coming back towards the center of the field, he'll take it to the middle, and he ran a long way, Hunter, but he ran left to right instead of north to south. And unfortunately for Tri-West, it's going to be another long field, and a flag flies on the play.
That was a really late flag, too. Looks like it might be some unsportsmanlike conduct. I saw a possible block in the back. Don't know exactly what that call is going to be. Just a second.
Officials converse. Looks like it may be against Plainfield.
And it will be. It's going to be personal foul against Plainfield. That's going to move them up 15 yards. Not the best way to go into ending the half on this on this defensive stand for the Plainfield Quakers.
Yeah, Brian Woodard won't be happy about that. Ball moved all the way up to the 26-yard line. Tri-West moving from right to left on your computer screen or radio dial. Out of the shotgun. 2 receivers wide to the right, 2 to the left. Snap. Rolling right side, rolling, and he's going to roll himself right out of bounds. Quarterback keeper that didn't go anywhere that time. Clock will continue to run because he was hit inbounds and pushed out of bounds. So a minute 25 left to go in the first half.
They're going to count that as a sack. It'll be a loss of 3 yards on that one.
Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers going wide to the right. 1 man, or to the left rather, 1 man to the right. Snap back to pass. Robertson flushed out, rolling right side. Rolling, he's going to take off with it. He will scamper out of bounds up near the initial line of scrimmage. And, yeah, he will get the 26. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 10. A minute clock running. And now the clock stops. Robertson pointing that out to the officials. They lost about 7 seconds there. As that clock, not the scoreboard operator's fault. They did not signal to stop the clock. Plainfield on defense. They're in these new red jerseys, gray pants, white letters and numbers, gray helmets. Tri-West, the visitors, white jerseys, blue letters and numbers, gold helmets. And the Bruins now facing a 3rd down and 12. They put the clock back at a minute 2. And minute 1 now.
Bruins really need to make something here. They got a long field in front of them, but I think they can get it done.
Let's see what happens. Shotgun snap, back to pass, steps up, throws to the near side of the field. That's Hendershot, but unfortunately he will be pushed back at the 30-yard line, and now a whistle and a timeout called by Plainfield. So Tri-West got cute with it that time and ran out of bounds, and it enabled Plainfield to get the ball back. So kudos to Brian Woodard for using what they gave him, as the Bruins now will have to kick it away, trailing at 21-7.
Not the offensive series the Bruins would really like to end the half with, especially with a minute remaining and having to possibly give it right back to the Quakers with a minute to work with.
Yeah, I'm really surprised, Hunter, that given the fact that, Tri-West has struggled to have some big plays in the ballgame so far, and they're such a run-heavy team, that they really did try to move the ball down the field.
I wouldn't doubt Robertson's throwing abilities either. He can definitely make some big plays happen with Hendershot, but Hendershot is just not – it doesn't seem like they're connecting too well, and that Quaker defense is really getting in their heads.
Yeah, they had that one 22-yard pitch and catch, but other than that, Tri-West has done, and that reverse as well. But other than that, Tri-West the Quakers have done a pretty nice job against Tri-West. Barely gets the quick kick away. He does. It'll sail and hit out of bounds all the way back at the 35-yard line. Took a leftward turn, a 90-degree turn, if you will, out of bounds. And so Plainfield will have the ball 1st and 10 with 50.4 seconds left to go in the first half.
Probably not going to see a lot of passing here at the end of the second quarter. Already up 2 scores, so it's a 2-possession game going into the half for the Quakers. Already up 21-7 here with 50.4 seconds remaining. Not going to see a lot of passing plays. A couple more carries from the running backs.
Out of the shotgun, that is Moyers back in at quarterback. 3 receivers go to the left side of the field. 1 man went to the right. Snap, back to pass, steps up, steps, pumps, rolling right side. Moyers on the run, throwing, got a man caught. Great job getting out of the backfield that time. And coming across the field, rather, I should say, by number 9, Brigham Wust. And now clock stops. Brian Woodard not happy about something.
Another solid pickup, almost 20 yards, 19-yard reception there for the Quakers, getting it into Bruin territory. Obviously, the coach not happy about something even after that good pickup.
21-7 is your score. 43.6 seconds left to go in the first half. I'm Rob Kendall along with Hunter Onge. Coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School. The Bruins trail the Plainfield Quakers. Beautiful night for high school football. Had a beautiful week 1, too. Nice little breeze out there. Three receivers go to the left side of the field for Plainfield. 2 go right. Plainfield moving from left to right on your computer screen or radio dial. Out of the shotgun. Moyers back to pass. Steps up, looking, now flushed out left side. Flag flies. It actually hit a player. The ball is caught down near the 31-yard line, but that is coming back. That is in the area of a hold. You know when they throw a flag and it actually hits the player, who the penalty was on, and 74 is Dylan Ponder. That's going to be hit with the hold.
He was making sure that quarterback wasn't going down for sure.
You got to give Dylan some credit here. He raised his hand very quickly. Yes, son, we know the flag hit you. So that will put a damper on the Plainfield drive, as that would have been another big gain for Plainfield. But unfortunately for them, it is coming back.
Still 37 seconds remaining here in this second quarter, so still a little bit of time to be able to get the ball moving back downfield into the end zone.
Clock now will start. 35 seconds left to go. Snap, back to pass, steps up. Little quick slant. It's caught. And across the 50, across midfield. Flag flies. And if this is a face mask, which it could be, that's a huge call. That was number 9, Wust. Weiss with the reception. And across midfield, it's going to go on Plainfield. Boy, I thought for a moment there that might have been a face mask, because that was all the way down inside the 45. But it's going to be a penalty on the Quakers. It will be a spot of the foul penalty. But at this point, with 25 seconds to go, and the ball now moved all the way back to the 38-yard line, it'll bring up first down and 20 for Plainfield. 34, 43.
Clock continues to run here.
43, yeah. I'm glad you're here, Hunter. The ball's the 43-yard line.
Only lost a yard from that last spot of the foul. This looks like it's going to be the last play of the game. They're going to hold the line as the play clock looks like it's just behind as they take the snap. Throws it downfield, and it's caught, and he's over the middle, and he'll be taken down at about the 44-yard line of the Bruins. 2 yards past the original line of scrimmage, and that'll take us to the half.
Yeah, that was Keegan Scheffler on the reception, so one half in the books, and it was all the Plainfield Quakers over the Tri-West Bruins in the first half, 21-7. Westside Plumbing provides residential and commercial plumbing services as well as heating and cooling services in Hendricks County and the surrounding areas. Appointments can be scheduled by calling 317-445-8399 for plumbing or HVAC repairs. And Panuni Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, and wings are always available. They're located at 1447 East Main in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. They're open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, open till 11. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com. And Indy Propane is located just west of Danville and services all of Hendricks County and surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat, in a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com, and their phone number is 317-539-4656, and normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And Wilkinson Insurance offers auto, home, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday. Phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com. And let's thank the folks on the Plainfield side of things that make our Plainfield football broadcast possible all throughout the year on Audio Sports Online. And then, Hunter, I'm going to turn it over to you for some stats after we get through this. How about that?
Sounds good.
All right. On the Plainfield side, the folks that are helping make us possible include Assured Electric, Bud Green of Remax Centerstone, CCB Contracting, Geodis, Gunnell Financial, Holtzclaw Law Group, Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, Hoosier Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement, Avon Monster Mini Golf, Porter Hair Design, Julia Burbridge of Remax Centerstone, Jimmy John's, U-Paint Pottery, Stringer and Associates, Quinn Property Group, Synergy Telecom, Build Out Specialist, Jack's Donuts, CJ's Pizza, Haynes Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. Hunter, tell us about those stats.
All right, overall not a bad first half for either team. Obviously, we got the Quakers leading the Bruins 21-7 here at the half. Just to start over here with the trailing team, the Bruins, passing is number 11, Luke Robertson. He's 5 of 8 from dropping back in the backfield. He's got an interception and a touchdown on the night. That one touchdown, one touchdown came to number 4, Jason Moore, who had a touchdown last week. It was a 9-yard quick slant, put him in to the end zone just in the second quarter with 4.5 minutes remaining there. Early in the first quarter, not too much going for the Bruins other than that. 3 receivers really getting all the receptions here. Number 2, Bryce Hendershot with 2 receptions on 3 targets for 26 yards. The running back, Garrett Cora, who's actually in for number 24, Maddox Johnson, who actually went down with a left leg injury last week. Still to hear about how he turned up from that. Have to discuss and see how that went.
They've got, if you're just joining us, by the way, Rob Kendall along with Hunter Ongay. We're coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Quakers lead the Bruins by a score of 21-7. We're at the half, getting ready to hear from the Plainfield Marching Band. And we remind you, coming up next week on 98.9 FM WYRZ, we will be at Hamilton Southeastern High School as the Avon Orioles will do battle with the Hamilton Southeastern Royals. Plainfield will be at Mooresville, and Tri-West, where is Tri-West going to be? I know we said it earlier. Hang on just a second, we'll tell you. Through the magic of this phone that is in my pocket, they will be at Frankfort. Tri-West will be at Frankfort. So you'll be able to hear Tri-West at Frankfort on Audio Sports Online, Plainfield at Mooresville on Audio Sports Online, and you'll be able to listen to Avon and Hamilton Southeastern on 98.9 FM WYRZ.
Back to some stats. Rushing for the Tri-West Bruins, not too much. Garrett Cora is sitting at lost 2 yards. Robertson with a gain of 1 yard. And then Garrett Cora on one carry. I'm sorry, Bryce Hendershot with a carry of 17 yards. Looks like that's the second longest play for the Bruins. Longest play, actually that is the longest play for the Bruins at the moment. As we head over to the Plainfield side of the ball, three scores for the Quakers. Passing for Moyers, he's 9 of 11 from the field with no touchdowns, no interceptions, all touchdowns coming from the running backs. Number 21, Ricky Alsum, with 1 touchdown on 13 carries for 70 yards with 1 touchdown. That was a 1-yard rushing touchdown after a good pickup of about 20-plus yards on that one. Also rushing for the Quakers is number 22, Jarrett Steffen, who's got 10 carries for 76 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. First rushing touchdown came with an 8-yard touchdown with 7:17 in the first quarter. And then the second came late in the second quarter with a 3-yard rushing touchdown after a 27-yard pickup to put the Quakers up 21-7. Another noticeable play for the Tri-West Bruins, interception by number 44, Quentin Cooper. That's his second of the season. And that is the stat update for your Quakers versus Bruins game tonight here at the half. Quakers 21.
Our stat
7.
man down there for Plainfield, great job, Hunter, brought some other information over here. This really tells the story. First downs in the first half, Plainfield had 13, Tri-West 2. Plainfield 26 rushes for 154 yards. Tri-West 11 rushes for 30 yards. 44 passing yards for Tri-West, as you said, 197 for Plainfield. 4, 7, and 1 for Tri-West, 9, 13, and 1 for Plainfield. So again, time of possession, 16:04 for the Quakers, 7:56 for the Tri-West Bruins. On third down, Tri-West 0 of 4, fourth down 1 of 1, Plainfield 4 of 7, and 2 of 2, respectively. So all Plainfield leading pretty much every stat category known to man. All right. So if you're listening to us tonight on 98.9 FM WYRZ, some programming notes for you. Things you can listen to all weekend long. 4 p.m. Saturday, it's the Flashback Party with the legendary Bob Jenkins. Bob plays artists that debut at number 1. Of course, Bob Jenkins, Hall of Fame racing broadcaster. Noon on Sunday, you got the Beatles show with Casey Petrowski. Casey plays the Beatles, not everywhere on the charts. Songs that placed in some, but not all the charts. And Saturday at 5 p.m., the Music Expert Retro Countdown, top 40 songs from the week of August 30th, 1964. This weekend is also the annual Labor Day Hot Rod Weekend, where WYRZ will play songs all about cars all weekend long. Each time we do, it'll be followed by one of our underwriter spots. This year, the underwriters are Walt's Hot Rod Shop, Goldsberry Transmission, and Wilkinson Insurance. And 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. weekdays, don't forget the Morning Drive with Brian Scott. They have a new underwriter, Glasswater Creek of Plainfield. So a lot going on WYRZ all weekend long. 98.9, the voice of Hendricks County. Still go through the halftime show here. The Plainfield Marching Band on the field, entertaining the crowd. Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay, coming to you live from Plainfield High School tonight, where the Quakers lead it over the Tri-West Bruins 21-7. Now, Hunter, Tri-West will get the ball to begin the second half, so it's going to be important for them to have a good possession because obviously they've got 2 scores to make up.
Oh, for sure. Bruins definitely got to pound the run game just as well as the Quakers are, as well as hitting the passing play. Bruins defense also has to step up a little bit on their side of the ball in order to get a couple of stops, keep the Quakers from scoring, and put some points up on the board. 7 or 3, any points are going to matter coming into the second half. For the Quakers side of the ball, defense is a big one. Bruins are not someone to be messed with, especially underestimated. As they saw, interception led to putting 6 on the board, only points off of turnovers on the night. So a very good stand by the Bruins defense, but Quakers cannot underestimate the Bruins here tonight.
Now, Hunter, we've been raving about, and we do this every year here on WYRZ and Audio Sports Online, the stat guru here at Plainfield High School. Here's how good he is on stats, okay? So we've got Alsum needs 25 yards to get to 100, and Steven needs 33 yards to get to 100. The last time that happened for Plainfield, these are the stats this guy keeps. We know the last time that happened, October 6th, 2017, a 50-47 win at Whiteland. Dawson Anderson had 14 rushes for 109 yards, and Tavian Gadia had 30 rushes for 223 yards. So we are something hasn't happened in almost 2 years, and we may see it very early in the second half.
How many yards did you say? 200 and what?
223 for Tavian Gadia. I remember that game. It was a barn burner of a contest, a 50-47 win on the road at Whiteland.
Especially in 2017, that was when Whiteland was coming off a several-year streak of winning the Mid-American Conference. I remember playing against Whiteland. I played for Mooresville until my sophomore year of high school, my alma mater. Got to be rooting for him next week. Don't know how they are this year, but always got to be rooting for him. But that game must have been one heck of a game because Quakers and Whiteland were both good that year for sure.
So 4:53 still up on the clock here at the half, here on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, and AudioSportsOnline.com. Let's thank a couple of the other folks that make our Plainfield broadcast possible. Geodis, with a large network all over the world, Geodis is a growth partner to its clients, offering end-to-end solutions based on know-how, its infrastructure, processes, and information systems that ensure operational excellence and the best service quality. Learn more at geodis.com/US. That's geodis.com/US. Also want to mention the folks at Avon Monster Mini Golf. They offer the state-of-the-art indoor climate-controlled facility completely under luminescent glow of black lights, 18-hole miniature golf course, and mini bowling, monster-themed laser tag, laser maze, light concessions, and more. You Paint Pottery also in Plainfield. They strive to make the pottery painting experience the very, very, very best it can be for all of their customers. Learn more at youpaintpotterystudio.com. And again, want to list all the fine folks that are making our Plainfield broadcast possible throughout the year, including Assured Electric, Bud Green of Remax Centerstone, CCB Contracting, Geodis, Gunnell Financial, Holsclaw Law Group, Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, Who's Your Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement, Avon Monster Mini Golf, Porter Hair Design, Julia Berberich of Remax Centerstone, Jimmy Johns, You Paint Pottery, Stringer and Associates, Quinn Property Group, Synergy Telecom, Build Out Specialist, Jack's Donuts, CJ's Pizza, Haynes Roofing, Siding and Gutters, and more. And of course, want to mention the folks that make the West Side Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Friday night Hendricks County High School football game of the week possible here on 98.9 FM, WYRZ, Westside Plumbing, Heating and Air, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance.
Just another stat that I was handed just a moment ago. Last time for back-to-back 300-plus yard games of total offense was actually last year, September 28th against Franklin, had 396 total yards, and October 5th against Whiteland, 345 yards. Last week they had 423 total yards of offense, and right now they're sitting at about 251 total yards, and this is just the first half. We're looking for another record-setting game here tonight. Possibly Quakers are definitely going to be one to reckon with going in for the Mid-State Conference, as Mooresville and Martinsville both tied for last year, I believe, for the Mid-State Conference championship.
Yeah, and we have been covering on Audio Sports Online the Plainfield Quakers since 2008. So we have been bringing you Plainfield High School football broadcasts. This would be, entering our 12th year of doing that. And I'll tell you what, this is, at least it's very early on in the season as the Plainfield Quakers now running back onto the field. So you don't know, and injuries can happen, et cetera, as Plainfield seems to have been bitten by the injury bug several times over the years. But this, at least early on, you say may be one of the better offenses Plainfield has had, with the double-headed quarterback approach, the double-headed running back approach, and quite frankly, Hunter, some guys from the receiver and tight end positions that can really go get the ball. And Plainfield has been a team that has struggled a little bit offensively the past several years, but boy, it's looking pretty good so far in 2019.
Yeah, looking offensively, they're looking good, especially from the running position. Receiving, there hasn't been too many passes thrown, even though he is 9 of 11. He's hit so far 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different receivers on the night for 9 completions. So passing hasn't been a very big concern on the night. Instead, there's been 27 rushes on the night. And another stat I've been handed, last time back-to-back games where there were 400-plus yards of total offense was in 2018, August 31st against Mooresville with 518 total yards of offense, and then September 7th against Perry Meridian with 435. And they only need 149 yards for another 400-yard game with the 423-yard game last week.
Good Rob Kendall, Hunter Ungay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Quakers lead the Tri-West Bruins by a score of 21-7. We are about ready to begin the second half, and we will see if Tri-West has got it in them to try to get back into this one. Of course, they looked really strong on that next to last drive of the first half. They went down the field, a couple of big plays, but other than that, Plainfield defense looked pretty dominant.
Yep, defense has definitely got to be a big part. Plainfield defense has definitely stepped up in several ways in order to stop drives dead in their tracks from the Bruins. Bruins also found a weak spot at one point, getting that interception, putting the Quakers down on their heels to put 7 on the board. Plainfield coming right back out, not okay with that happening. Put another 7 on the board in just a couple of minutes. And being able to be on that defensive stand for both teams, they both need defense to play a big part, as well as the running game to be shut down and picked up on both sides of the ball. As long as Plainfield keeps that running game up at a very high level, offensive line is doing a fantastic job of holding the line, creating holes big enough to put a truck through, and making holes that are going to be able to get them scored and get 7 on the board.
All right, here we go. Plainfield again, the home team tonight. Red jerseys, white letters and numbers, gray helmets, gray pants. Tri-West the visitors, white jerseys, blue letters and numbers, blue pants, and gold helmets. Thanks again to Shane Ray back in the Hendricks Power Cooperative Studio, or the WYRZ studios, I should say. Pressing all the buttons, making it possible for us to be out here tonight. Again, you are listening to 98.9 FM, WYRZ, Brownsburg, Indiana. Certainly pleased to have you with us tonight from Plainfield High School. Ended up being a perfect night to watch some high school football.
The sun going down, setting in the west, the lights coming out. It's everybody's favorite time of the year, Friday night lights. Best $5 you've spent some nights, worst $5 you've spent others. It's always a fun time coming out, watching your hometown team, high school football team, hit the gridiron and make some big plays.
And, you know, it seems like it's been $5 to get into a high school football game forever. Seems like just for a very long time.
I mean, I'm only 19, so I don't know that much.
I'm a little older than 19, and I can't remember a time when it wasn't $5 to get into a high school football game. So at some point, they just decided that's the number, and even though inflation keeps going up, they just said, so your value today, when I was in high school, you know, what was that? How long ago was I in high school? 17 years ago. Your value today, you're getting more because of inflation. So you're getting a better value even today, even though I maintain the product of high school football is better than it's ever been.
I couldn't agree more with that product. Football is definitely better now, especially with Indiana having 3 schools ranked in the top 100. Carmel, Warren Central, and Center Grove all within 89, 91, and 97, I believe, in the top 100 in the U.S.
And then 4 and 5, Avon and Brownsburg aren't much to sneeze at either.
Oh, no, for sure. Avon definitely another 6A football team to be reckoned with this year, making it to semi-state last year. Hopefully looking for another state run. Ben Davis is once again hard to get at.
There's the kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. It'll sail to be taken at the 8-yard line, across the 15, across the 20, still going and up near the 25. Yeah, Hunter, I got a question.
What's up?
What's it like to be 19? I vaguely remember it, but what's it like to be 19 in 2019? Let's see. That means you were
born in 2000.
Yeah,
yep.
You were born in 2000.
Yep, millennial baby. Pretty fun, honestly. College life is where I'm going at the moment. I'm involved with the Ball State Sports Link crew, and this is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life. Hopefully joining BSU at the games, going to the 2020 Olympic Games next year to meet up with some of my friends who are actually divers that will be competing next year.
Oh, very exciting. All right, so Tri-West back at it. Snap. Little stretch play to the near side of the field, and that's going nowhere as the handoff that time was to Cora, and that was number 6 for the Quakers, Jack Beebe, in there on the tackle.
Not the best way they wanted to get started coming out of the half. Definitely got to pick up on the run game. Play action passes are going to be able to take Plainfield a little bit off guard. They're not exactly ready for those play action passes coming out of Tri-West.
Out of the shotgun. Snap, back to pass. Has time, little screen, caught, room to run. Cora across the 30, across the 35, and up near the 40. He'll be taken down there. First down and 10 for Tri-West. So Tri-West gets a first down on the opening possession, and that'll keep the chains moving. Now, wait a second, we got a flag here.
Be a holding call on the offense.
Boy, you see that a lot on those screens when those big dudes get down the field, you know.
Yeah, definitely a mood killer for both for the offensive side of the ball, especially for those coaches on that side, on the offensive side, not wanting those big plays to be brought back on silly penalties like that.
Yeah, so it'll come all the way back to the 20-yard line, and that means it'll be second down and 15 for the Tri-West Bruins.
Penalties have not been small penalties tonight. No offsides, encroachments. It's all been holdings and personal fouls.
Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass, rolling right side, rolling, still going. Cuts it back, quarterback keeper. Robertson stays on his feet. Nice run that time. Picks up several yards, lowered the shoulder, and he's all the way across the 25 up near the 27. Brownsburg leads St. Xavier 17-16 at the half. So, Bulldogs in a battle there.
Solid 8-yard pickup from the QB keeper.
Third down and 7.
Definitely need this third down conversion here.
Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass, steps up, has time, little screen pass to Cora, cuts it back center of the field. He's across the 35, lowers the shoulder, and he got the first down. Hard-fought first down that time for Tri-West. Yeah, you know, it's fascinating, Hunter, because I announced the 03 and 04 state championship teams for Tri-West. I was your age, oddly enough. But back at 101.9 when that was in the community station in Hendricks County. And it's fascinating how little has changed for Tri-West. They run the same type of plays with the same type of guys and still very successful at it. Not much changes. Lean ahead this time by Cora, gains about 2 yards on the play.
Yep, Tri-West's state championships runs definitely, from your perspective, I would see the same plays. It's just got to be the same or decent players that will get the job done, be able to put those plays into action and execute them.
It's very Butler. Butler is always, they always say that about Butler basketball. Same type of guy, same type of player. They just know how to get it done. Little screen pass, and that's low, incomplete, as the pass was intended that time on the near side of the field.
He was looking to rip that one, make sure to get it in there. Just couldn't turn it up.
Zachary Ingalls, the intended receiver. So it'll bring up a third down and 8:53 left to go in the third quarter of play. Tri-West trails Plainfield by a score of 21-7.
Another big third down that needs to be picked up here by Tri-West, going back into their spread formation.
Out of the shotgun. Snap. Back to pass. Screen pass again to Cora, and they snipped. Oh, he broke a tackle. Still on his feet. Turned something from nothing. Not enough for a first down, but a nice job to avoid the loss that time by Cora as he spun out of a tackle in the backfield.
Solid 4-yard pickup for the Bruins. Not enough. Definitely was sniffed out by that outside linebacker on the right side, defensive end. He saw him flanking out of the backfield and immediately jumped on him because I saw that play before go for a first down, and they weren't letting it happen again.
Snap. Punt. Kick is away. Very high kick. Spiraling. Fair catch called for and made down around the 23-yard line. So Tri-West flips the field, and that's where Plainfield will take over 1st and 10.
Another good defensive stand by Plainfield, not letting that outside get the better of them. Being able to hold the outside, not letting that screen pass once again get upfield for another first down on 3rd down, causing the Bruins to punt.
1st down and 10 for Plainfield. That's the give is ahead to Alsum. Alsum breaks the tackle, stays on his feet, and is up. Should be enough for a first down. Avon leads Ben Davis 24-3 at the half. 24-3, Avon over Ben Davis. So statement game for the Orioles so far. And I got to thank my dad, who always texts me these scores. He does a phenomenal job.
And thinking about it, Ben Davis and Avon, that could be a semi-state matchup to be looking forward to later in the playoffs.
Little screen pass. It's caught by Alsum, and he's got the corner, and he's got room to run. He's inside the 40 where he steps out of bounds, but a flag flies all the way back at the Plainfield 34-yard line.
That was a big pickup for the Quakers. It'd be a terrible thing for them to have to bring it back on a holding penalty.
Man, Alsum can go, or can he go? Turned the corner that time, and man, he was out.
Yep, that play is going to be called back. Too bad. That was a very, very impressive run by Alsum, taking it at least 40 yards down the field inside the 30.
So this one's going to come all the way back. By the way, if you're listening to us tonight, we do have lives and social media accounts. I'm at Rob M. Kendall on Twitter if you want to give a follow, at Rob M. Kendall. Hunter, are you on Twitter? Are you a Twitter person?
Yes, I am. I'm on Twitter at WHONGAY. Just kept it simple. I made it when I was like 13. So
there you go. There you go. So give us a follow. We'll tweet at us. We'll mention you on the air. How about that? Or we'll do our best. All right, so Plainfield has the ball moved all the way back to the 29-yard line. And it'll bring up a 1st and 15. Snap, give ahead to Alsum. He's got big room to run. He's across the 40, taking tacklers with him. He breaks another tackle up across the 50, all the way up across midfield. 1st down and 10 for Plainfield. First down and 10 for Plainfield. Quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Snap, give, and that time it's going nowhere as the give was to Alsum, but the Tri-West Bruins were ready for that one.
That run was a 22-yard run, and that put Alsum over the 100-yard mark. And that moves the ball from the 49 back across the 50 to the other 49 on a loss of 2.
And the last time a rusher went for 100 yards for the first 2 games to open a season was Dawson Anderson. Boy, what a great athlete he was all the way back in 2016. He went for 154 against Avon and 100 at Terre Haute North. Snap, pass. Oh, boy, had it. That was Scheffler. Had it wide open in the middle of the field, and he dropped it. And so it'll bring up a 3rd down and long. Now 3rd down and 12 for Plainfield.
Heard those footsteps coming from behind him, and even though he was wide open, just slipped right through his hands.
That's a hard thing, Hunter, to go over the middle.
Oh, for sure. Especially he's not the biggest man in the world. So coming over the middle and seeing those big linebackers in front of you gets a little scary out there sometimes.
3rd down coming up for Plainfield. They've been pretty good tonight so far on 3rd down. Let's see what they got to go here. 3 wide to the left. Quarterback draw. He's going to keep it. That's Vanderbush, and Vanderbush is tripped up at the 48. So it will be about 9 yards shy of a first down, and that means the punt unit will come on for the Quakers. So the Tri-West Bruins hold it up here on the opening drive for Plainfield in the second half.
Those penalties for Plainfield definitely were not helping out whatsoever after that really big run by Alston to put him inside the 30, and that was taken back. Oh, snaps over his head.
And it's on the floor.
And it's still down.
Yeah, it will be picked up by the Plainfield punter.
That is not how you wanted to end that drive for the Quakers.
No, definitely not, and I'm sure Plainfield is very disappointed in that, as the ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line.
That is a 22-yard loss from a snap that went over the punter's head.
Now, can I point out Sam Trent, number 76 for Plainfield? He's at the nose position. They list Sam at 5'6", 295.
It's not a small man to be looking at when he's right in front of you on the line.
Speaking of which, they run it right at him this time, just off of left tackle. Short gain on first down to the 28-yard line. So an opportunity for the Bruins here.
That is Cora's 9th carry on the night.
5'6", 295.
When I played during my freshman and sophomore year at Mooresville, we had a man by the name of Chance Justice, who's 6'3", I believe around 290. And, man, he was very scary to be looking at in front of the line, let alone running in the backfield.
Stretch play didn't go anywhere that time as number 44 for the Plainfield Quakers, Mason Scott, sniffed it out and took him down in the backfield for a big loss all the way back at the 34.
That is a loss of 6 on that play.
So now 3rd down and 14 for Tri-West. And let's see what they can do here.
After some really good starting field position, the Bruins need to get moving forward here. 3rd and 14, not an easy thing to overcome in any level of football.
Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left. Snap, rolling left side, rolling, throwing, got a man caught, stays on his feet, down around the 24, maybe the 23-yard line, and so they'll put it at the 24, which means it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 yards to go, or 4th down, and 4 yards to go for Tri-West.
Nice 10-yard reception to put him inside the 25. Now 4th and 4 is a 4th and manageable, but still, that gives Plainfield a little bit of breathing room back deep in their own side of the field.
All right, 4th down coming up. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap, Robertson back to pass, screen pass. It's caught, and once again, Johnny on the spot. That same play that went for the touchdown earlier, number 4, Jason Moore with the reception. That seems to be a good play for the Bruins here tonight. And by the way, a game that a lot of people were keeping track of down south, Center Grove leads New Pal 9-7 early in the 3rd quarter.
Another 9-yard pickup for number 4, Jason Moore. That's his only 2nd catch of the night.
Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, back to pass, steps up. Now he's going to throw a little screen pass over to Corey. He's got room to run. He's got the 10. He's inside the 5, and he's very close to another first down. Boy, Cora caught that ball as he was running, and he just exploded, Hunter.
Nice pickup there on the play. Coming from the 15, solid 12-yard pickup.
They will give him the first down, and that will move the chains. It will bring up a 1st and goal. 2:45 left to play in the 3rd. Tri-West knocking on the door. They need a touchdown, down 2 scores, 21-7. Out of the shotgun. 1 receiver right, 2 left. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap. The give is ahead. Cora lowers the shoulder, pushing forward. His teammates are pushing with him, and he's very close to the end zone. Looks like they're going to spot him at about the 2-yard line.
This close inside inside the 5. They're inside the 2 at this point.
Yeah, about a 1.5. So actually, he ran a lot there, but only picked up a 1.5 yards. So second down coming up for Tri-West, as Plainfield's going to try to keep him out of the end zone here.
Plus, they are on that far right side of the hash, so they have all of the left half of the field to work with as well as that tight right corner to possibly sneak in a little out route.
Snap is high. Quarterback keeper. He's tripped up and tackled all the way back at the 10-yard line. Busted play, and number 6, Jack Beebe, got in there to take him down.
Nice defensive stand there. They sent all of their linebackers going in on that one to be able to bring him down. It was just a clip of the ankle, but it was just enough to bring him back, put him at 3rd and goal at the 9.
So 3rd down and goal now from the 9. And boy, if that sounds familiar, if you think we've been here before, it's because we have. 4th and goal from the 9 is where Tri-West scored their first touchdown of the game. 2 receivers to the right, or to the left, 1 man to the right. 1 man in tight right as well. Man goes in motion from right to left. Snap, back to pass, flushed out, rolling right side, rolling. He's going to keep it on the run. He's to the 2, he dives to the pylon. And it looks like he's going to be a little bit short. That time the quarterback, Robertson, keeping it, and he got all the way back to that aforementioned 2-yard line. He's going to be put just inside the 2, and it'll bring up 4th and goal, and this is a huge play in the ball game.
Clock's ticking down here in the 3rd quarter with only 50 seconds remaining. 4th and goal here from the 2. Plainfield fans get behind their defense. This is a big play for the Bruins.
Robertson quickly goes down on his quarterback sneak. It's pushed from behind, and he is in for the touchdown. Boy, they hustled up to the line of scrimmage, caught Plainfield off guard, and that is a long way to try to sneak a football, but he got a great push and put it in for the score. So Tri-West now back in this one. And now on to attempt the extra point is Robertson. Snap. Oh, it's a bad snap, live ball, and he'll fall on it. So a break for the Quakers as they now hold an 8-point lead at 21-13.
Still only a 1-score game for the Quakers, but Quakers cannot let any more breathing room come from the Bruins. Bruins still got to lay the heat on them, put their foot down, run the ball, pass the ball. They got to be an all-around flexible offense if they want to keep putting points on the board and try and win this football game. 9
plays, 30 yards, 5:15 the total time of possession. A 1-yard touchdown by Robertson makes it a 1-score game at 21-13. Again, you're listening to 98.9 FM, WYRZ. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Onge from Plainfield High School tonight as the Tri-West Bruins and Plainfield Quakers are doing battle. Again, thanks to Shane Ray back in the WYRZ studios, Jason Dozier, the Audio Sports Online studios, making it possible for us to be out here and bring you the ball games tonight. So thanks to those guys. Perfect night for football. Opening first home game of the year for Plainfield. And both of these teams will be on the road next week. Of course, if you're a WYRZ fan, coming up next Friday night, we will be at Hamilton Southeastern High School as the Avon Orioles will take on the Royals.
Plainfield's got to make something out of this offensive possession for them. Squib kick rolls down the right side and is picked up at the 14, stumbles a little bit, runs into the center, runs on around the right side. 25 gets a block, and he's down stumbling at the 30, gets down to the 32-yard line on the right side. Couldn't exactly get his footing there on that one, though.
Still ended up being a pretty nice return. As you said, he was able to get it up to about the 31. You know, here's how I feel about it, Hunter. The 20 is your target because that's where you go if you take a knee. So anything over the 20 is a good return. I could be wrong.
No, I can agree with that one.
I have no football expertise whatsoever. That's just my unfounded opinion that anything over the 20 is a good return. Out of the shotgun, Moyers. 2 receivers left side, 1 man right. Allison, the lone man in the backfield. He'll take the handoff, lowers the shoulder, driving forward, still going, and finally a host of Bruins come in and wrap him up, but not before about a 5-yard gain on first down.
Awesome is sitting at 17 carries for 105 yards. His teammate, number 22, Jared Steffen, still sitting at this 10 carries, 76 yards, waiting to get his turn back in for a couple more rushes as we end the third quarter here. You're the Plainfield Quakers 21, Tri-West Bruins 13 as we head into the final quarter of play for tonight's action.
You're listening to the Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning Game of the Week here on 98.9 FM WYRZ. Tonight's game is underwritten by Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air, Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance. Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air offers residential heating and air conditioning, maintenance, repair, and replacement, and serves all of Hendricks County and West Indianapolis. Their phone number is 317-445-8399. More information can be found at westsideplumbing.net and their Facebook page by searching for Westside Plumbing. And Panuni's Pizza and Wings in Brownsburg delivers to Pittsboro, Claremont, North Avon, and all of Brownsburg. Pizza, calzones, breadsticks, wings are always available. They're located at 1447 East Main Street in Brownsburg. Phone number is 317-286-3500. Open Sunday through Thursday, 11 to 9. Friday and Saturday, open till 11. More information can be found on their Facebook page as well as their website, panuni.com. Welcome those of you tuning in tonight. Those of you in town for the NHRA Nationals in Brownsburg, we certainly are glad to have you in our fair greater Indianapolis area. You've found Hendricks County's hometown radio voice, of which Brownsburg is a part, 98.9 FM, WYRZ. I'm Rob Kendall, along with Hunter Ongay from Plainfield High School tonight. 12 minutes left to go in this one, 21-13, Hendricks County rivals. Plainfield leads Tri-West. They've got the ball and the lead. Second down and 4 coming up. Oh, and we got a whistle, and that's going to be an offsides, and it's probably going to be enough for a first down on the Bruins.
Yep, that's mainly the main play call, is trying to get that hard count for the offense to draw the defense offside. Hendershot really was overshooting that one, trying to get deep in there. The first time he did that, he was able to get back and cause a little destruction or mishaps back in the backfield.
Out of the shotgun, Moyers, 2 to the right side, 1 man to the left. Snap. And leaning ahead, nice run up near midfield that time is Alsum. And Alsum is very near midfield. And I'll tell you what, Hunter, that two-headed monster for Plainfield in the backfield is just outstanding.
Oh, for sure. That's causing a lot of problems, not knowing who's back in the backfield, who's throwing, who's calling the plays, who's throwing the balls, who's giving the handoffs.
Out of the shotgun, snap, back to pass, steps up, throws, got a man caught on the near side of the field, and that's another first down for Plainfield, as that time it was number 19, Evan Clark with the reception. And I'll tell you what, Hunter, as we begin to move this thing inside of 11 minutes, if Plainfield can run some more clock here and put it in the end zone, that'll be a long way towards salting this one away.
Oh, for sure. After that 11-yard catch there, moving it into Bruin territory, if they put another 7 on the board, it's going to be a tough game for the Bruins to come back from. Not impossible, but it's going to be tough.
2 receivers to the right, 1 man to the left. Out of the shotgun. Snap, pitch, and runs into a bevy of tacklers that time. That was Steven with the run.
Looked like there was a misholding call there. Looked like one of the Bruins defenders had his back and his left shoulder kind of grabbed from behind, trying to create a hole that was just kind of stood up there. Steffen couldn't get in there and get anything, no gain on the play.
All right, out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 man to the left. Snap, play action, rolling right side, rolling, throwing, got a man open. That ball is caught. It's across the 35, down near the 34-yard line, so it'll bring up a third down and 4. That time it was number 8, Seth Weingar on the reception.
Looks like there was another flag down on the play.
Good eye there, Hunter. Plainfield signaling it's against the Bruins. And let's see. No, it's against Plainfield. So that must have been some wishful thinking on the Plainfield sidelines there.
Most of the penalties have actually come against the Quakers here tonight, which is not the best thing to have for them. even though they're still up one score, they're still up by 8 points. Penalties have been killing their offensive mojo and their momentum, killing a couple drives, shutting them down, not being able to get 7-3 on the board, especially Alsom's 40-plus yard run took place just before the end of the half that got called back from a holding penalty.
Two receivers wide to the left, two to the right. One man in the backfield. Snap, back to pass, steps up, little dump pass off to Steven. He's got room to run. He's got the corner, breaks a tackle, and still going, and got it all the way back to right, basically where that ball was before, at the 34-yard line. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4. And actually, they're going to put it, now they'll spot it down there at the 34-yard line.
Nice 10-yard reception there by Stefan to bring it back into 3rd and manageable for the Quakers.
Tight formation, direct snap is to Steven. Steven leans it ahead, breaks another tackle. He's off to the races. He can go the distance inside the 10 and take it down at about the 8-yard line. Boy, bounced right out of a host of tacklers, and he was on the run.
Absolutely amazing read there. Saw that nobody was over there on his left side and just took it and ran.
Great job that time. And they will run it all the way down inside the 10, down around the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for the Quakers. 9 minutes and counting left to go in the ball game. Shotgun snap. Give is to Alsom. He breaks it free, and he is in for the score. Number 21, Ricky Alsom, the 5'9 senior, takes it the distance, and Plainfield expands the lead to 27-13. 8:47 left to go in the contest. So now Plainfield will try to add the extra point.
Great blocking by that offensive line. I've just been informed that Stefan is only 7 yards from making this a 2 running back 100-yard rushing game.
Snap, kick is up. It's right down the middle. Nice kick that time by Harris Nichols. And with 8:47 to play, it's now a 2-score lead for the Quakers. Indy Propane is located just west of Danville and services all of Hendricks County and surrounding areas. They service residential, commercial, and farm propane needs, whether for fuel or heat, in a variety of propane containers. More information can be found at indypropane.com. The phone number is 317-539-4656. And normal office hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 4:30. And Wilkinson Insurance offers home, auto, life, and business insurance through several different companies. They shop and find the one that fits your budget and needs. They're located at 314 East Main Street in Brownsburg. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and the phone number is 317-852-8330. More information can be found at wi-insure.com. That's wi-insure.com.
Quakers did an amazing job moving that ball down the field, even after a couple penalties, took them back a little bit, being able to run the ball. Stefan being able to bust that 26-yard, 27-yard rush inside the 10, being able to set them up for a score. Now up 28-13. Bruins have got to get on their high horse in order to try and get back in this football game.
All right, they'll kick it off from the 40. And it's a high, short kick. That's a live ball. And Plainfield got it back. Caught him by surprise. Ball hit right at the 40. Hit off a Tri-West player. And Plainfield gets the football back.
What an amazing play call by there by the Quakers special teams. They were lined up on the right hash mark, playing it deep like a regular return, and perfectly placed. High kick up in the air, landed at the 40. There was one chance for one Bruin to recover it and just couldn't get on top of it. Quakers number 11, Keegan Scheffler, actually recovered that ball for the Bruins. I'm sorry, for the Quakers.
So 1st down and 10 for the Plainfield Quakers from the 39-yard line, and an opportunity to run some clock and salt this one away. 2 receivers to each side of the field. Steven, the lone man in the backfield. Snap back to pass. That's Kale will throw it. Center of the field caught. Very near a 1st down. Kill Vanderbush. And Vanderbush's pass was caught. 9-yard completion that time. And now a whistle and a flag, though, on Plainfield.
There is a flag on the field. Holding against Plainfield.
Now, we were talking about the size of some of these guys, Hunter.
Yes.
Dylan Ponder for Plainfield. He's an offensive lineman, number 74. They list him at 6'2", 310.
We've seen him out there. He's been making a couple plays. He's actually the one that got a holding penalty with a flag that was thrown at his helmet earlier in the game.
That's right. Yeah, he's currently in there at right guard. So now a first down and 20 coming up for Plainfield. Snap, there's the give, big room to run. Alsop cuts across midfield and all the way back near the initial line of scrimmage. Gain of about 8 yards that time, down to the 41. So hard running there by Ricky Alsop, and that will get it all the way down to where it's now 2nd and 12. They actually put it back at the 42, which will make it 2nd and 12.
That is his 20th carry on the night for Alsop. And Stefan, he has 12 carries on the night. Once again, still needs 7 yards to break that 100-yard rushing mark.
2 receivers wide to the right, 1 man to the left. Out of the shotgun. Snap as Alsop gets wrapped up by a host of Tri-West defenders. Not much happening that time on the line for the Quakers.
Bryce Hendershot, a name that we haven't actually called too much tonight. He's been kind of quiet out here. Quakers running the game at the moment, running that offensive field. Hasn't been able to get a lot of passes from Robertson to Hendershot on the offensive side of the ball, nor running the ball defensively. They actually locked him down. They saw how much of an impact he had last week against Lafayette Central Catholic, and they decided, hey, this man is our main threat on that defensive line. We got to shut him down tonight, and they so far have.
In what could be a huge upset in the works, late in the third quarter, New Pal 14, Center Grove 9. That pass incomplete on the near side of the field. Now, I know New Pal's great, but wow, that would be a big upset. Last time we had 2 rushers with 2 touchdowns. If you're a Plainfield fan, it was that infamous game we mentioned earlier at Whiteland, 50-47. The Quakers won that one. Tavian Gadia had 3 touchdowns in that one, and Anderson had 2. Now we've got Alsop and Steven both with touchdowns in tonight's ballgame. And now movement up front, and that's going to go on the Bruins, and so that'll make it a 4th and manageable for Plainfield. It was 4th and 14. Now it's just 4th and 9.
I was actually looking like it was going to be a late flag, like they contemplated it for a second. Like, did they actually cross the line? Did throw the flag.
Whistle blows. Out of the shotgun. Snap. Now they're going to quick kick it. And let's see if they can get down there and get it. Hits at the 10. It'll take a bounce. This is going to work out great for Plainfield. To the 3, to the 2, to the 1. It's going to be down right there. What a kick. Phenomenal job by Cale Vanderbush with the quick kick. Perfectly executed. And it'll be 1st and 99 yards to go for the Tri-West Bruins.
Once again, another amazing play call by the special teams. Being able to get that pocket, what do they call it in Madden? Coffin kicking, put it in the corner, being able to down it perfectly. The ball bounced at about the 4-yard line. Had a nice little back spin to it as it landed, able to bounce and just finish up right there at the 1-yard line. At the half-yard line, actually, the linemen are standing in the end zone on the line.
6:46 left to go in this one. Tri-West running out of time. They got a long way to go. Back to pass. Steps up, throwing over the middle of the field. Caught. That's enough for a first down up near the 20. Let's see, they'll put him down at the 17-yard line.
And that was Hendershot. That's his first reception since the first half. And that was actually a miscommunication between quarterback and running back. It's supposed to be a play action. Being able to get it out of there. Good call by Robertson.
Clock continues to move. Shotgun, snap, back to pass. Steps up, has time, going to the near side of the field. It's caught and dropped. Boy, that's when he really should have had that time. He did have to go up to get it, but Hendershot was wide open. Second down coming up for Tri-West. Clock stops. 6:16 left to play.
Second and long here for the Bruins. They really need to get this ball moving downfield with only 6:16 remaining here. This is going to have to be a tight game that they're going to have to start moving that ball and get deep plays and big plays from.
Out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion from left to right. Snap, back to pass. Steps up, flushed out, rolling, throws. He's hit. It's incomplete over the head of the intended receiver, which was Cora, but he was really just trying to get rid of the football that time, Hunter.
Yeah, good call there, not getting that sack. He would have been back down inside the 10. Last week they let up 2 sacks that went really far back, one that actually went 19 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they can't allow that this week, especially with this amazingly tough Quaker defense.
3 receivers go wide to the right side of the field, 1 man to the left. Shotgun snap, back to pass, hit as he throws, and it is hit and dropped. Plainfield brought the heat that time. He got rid of it, and it was off the hands of number 7 for Plainfield, Dominic Puglisi. So the punt unit will come on for Tri-West, and they are running out of time as they'll give it back to the Quakers, back to the Quakers with 6:07 left to go.
That was a good read there by Robertson. Just wasn't ready for that pass, and the ball actually went through his hands and bounced off the receiver's or the defender's helmet, and then a nice hit by the Quakers.
It'll spin out of bounds. Kick is deep all the way down at the 38-yard line. And again, let's thank our Plainfield underwriters who have made the broadcast possible here this evening. Couldn't have done it without them. Assured Electric, Bud Green of Remax Centerstone, CCB Contracting, Giudas, Gunnell Financial, Holscall Law Group, Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, Hoosier Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement, Avon Monster Mini Golf, Porter Hair Design, Julia Berberich of Remax Centerstone, Jimmy Johns, You Paint Pottery, Stringer & Associates, Quinn Property Group, Synergy Telecom, Build Out Specialist, Jack's Donuts, CJ's Pizza, and Haynes Roofing, Siding, and Gutters. All right, back to action now. Snap. Give. That's Alsum running, taking tacklers with him. And I think we're going to see a lot of numbers 21 and 22 over the next 5 minutes and 45 seconds. Ball's at the 46-yard line. As the clock continues to move, it's now, of course, a friend of the Quakers, and they'll run that play clock all the way down now.
Stopping this running for the Bruins is going to be a big, key concern as it's pitched out to the left side. Olsen doesn't get too far, gets back to the line of scrimmage on that far left side.
Yeah, he was heading towards out of bounds, and that's a smart play. That's a senior runner right there. Cuts it back to keep in bounds. You keep at least the clock running. And with 30 seconds left on the play clock, they'll be able to eat some more time up here as it's 3rd down and 2 coming up for Plainfield.
You know who he reminds me of a little bit?
Who's that?
He actually kind of reminds me of a Frank Gore type of running style. Takes defenders, puts them on his back, and still chugs along and able to pick up a couple extra yards after contact.
Play clock is down to 5. There's the snap, and the give is to Alsum. He is hit, wrapped up, and taken down at the 46-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards shy of a first, so Plainfield will probably end up kicking it away here. They will, and they'll have 30 seconds left on the play clock to do it. Clock moves inside of 4:15.
Good defensive stop there by the Bruins, being able to try and get that ball back. That ball is definitely going to go deep into their territory if the Quakers look to punt the ball away. Looks like Stephan is actually back in the backfield as a lone back with 2 wings to his right, 2 receivers to the left. He'll take the snap, running right side. Looks like he's got a hole. He's got the first down for sure.
Wow, gutsy call there by Brian Woodard, and it paid off. He went with the direct snap. It went right to Steven, and Steven leans it ahead down to the 46-yard line of Tri-West. Quakers will keep the ball, and more importantly, they'll keep the clock moving.
And with that run by Stefan, that makes it the first game this year with two running backs with 100-plus rushing yards in a game.
New Pal 21, Center Grove 9 with 7 minutes left in the contest. So I think we would label that one as an upset if it holds up. Snap, give, Steven barrels forward, gain of about 3 yards that time. And again, tick, tick, tick goes the clock. And now we've got a whistle and a timeout called by the Tri-West Bruins. Again, next week we will be at Hamilton Southeastern. Avon taking on Hamilton Southeastern and the Royals. So we'll be there. Plainfield here on Audio Sports Online. We'll be at Mooresville, and Tri-West will be at Frankfort on Audio Sports Online. And, of course, the WYRZ game will feature the aforementioned Avon and Hamilton Southeastern. St. Xavier leads Brownsburg now 24-17, so they've taken a lead. What a tough start for the Bulldogs. Ben Davis and then St. Xavier.
Another stat I was just handed. Defense has held teams under 250 yards twice in a row now. Last year against Tri-West, they held them to 186 total yards. They're sitting about 160-ish. And then last week against Greenfield, they held them to 210 total offensive yards.
34-3 Avon over Ben Davis. Little screen pass to Steven. He's got a catch. He's got the ball. He's running, still moving inside the 35, down around the 31-yard line. And with 3:06 left to go in the ball game.
Good little 13-yard pitch and catch for the Quakers to pick up a first down and get the ball moving. With 2:50 remaining here in the game, looks like this one is going to be locked away as a Quakers win, moving them up to 2-0. Tri-West to 1-1.
2:40 and counting. Plainfield moving from right to left on your computer screen or radio dial, wherever you're tuned in from. Snap. Oh, ball fumbled. Picked it up. That was Vanderbush that time, and luckily he was able to fall on the ball. He's going to lose about 3 yards on the play, but more importantly for the Quakers, they'll keep possession and a new 40 up on the play clock. And you're listening to 98.9 WYRZ, Brownsburg, Indiana. Rob Kendall, Hunter Ungay coming to you tonight from Plainfield High School, where the Quakers appear ready to pick up their second win of the year, this time over the Tri-West Bruins. They lead at 28-13, a minute 50 to go. Single back formation. Snap. The give this time is to Steven. He breaks one tackle, leans ahead, gets the initial line of scrimmage, and a couple more down inside the 30 to the 29.
Pick up a 5 on that play. Good little run for Steven here to end. Looks like it's getting closer and closer as we're heading into the final minute and a half here of regular play. Tri-West will call a timeout.
A little surprise there after letting that play clock wind down the way they did, but they will take the timeout. Again, I want to thank the underwriters for tonight's game on WYRZ, which include our title sponsor, Westside Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Of course, they present the Hendricks County Game of the Week each week here on 98.9 WYRZ. Also underwritten by Panuni's Pizza and Wings, Indy Propane, and Wilkinson Insurance. So thanks to all those fine folks who made the broadcast possible this evening. On the Avon side, you got a shirt, or the Avon on the Plainfield side, you got a Shirt Electric, Bud Green of Remax Centerstone, CCB Contracting, Geodis, Gannell Financial, Holsclaw Law Group, Home Investments and Home Interiors LLC, Hoosier Tent, Larry Good Homes, LJS Home Improvement, Avon Monster Mini Golf, Porter Hair Design, Julia Burbridge of Remax Centerstone, Jimmy John's, U Paint Pottery, Stringer and Associates, Quinn Property Group, Synergy Telecom, Build Out Specialist, Jack's Donuts, CJ's Pizza, and Haynes Roofing, Siding, and Gutters.
Last little bit of time here for the Quakers. Bruins, the one thing they want to end this game on is a stop, and it's 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8 for the Bruins. And looks like
now Plainfield's going to have to burn a timeout because they didn't have the correct lineup on the field, and Brian Woodard's not going to be happy with that. Well, Hunter, as we wind down here tonight, your closing thoughts on what looks like it's going to be a Plainfield win.
Solid performance out there by Plainfield, both offensively and defensively. On the offensive side of the ball, running the ball, they had a lot of good success there. 253 total rushing yards that I've accounted for tonight. And that is a solid, solid performance by the Quakers, not even including passing yards, which makes it over 300 at least for the Quakers. Solid performance, once again, by Alsum and Stefan, the main two people that carried the team tonight. For the Bruins, they've got a lot to look forward to next week, getting back into conference play, getting ready to run that ball more, especially defensive runs. Run protection is what they're going to need to be looking at the most coming next week, getting ready to head into conference play. Ball is taken by Stefan. He's going to run hard right side, and he busts through a couple tackles, and he's going to keep getting yardage. Looks like he's close to that first down marker at the 21-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a pickup of 8.
So as you said, 108-yard gain. We are nearing the 1-minute mark left to go in this one.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and take that victory formation.
Take the knee, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll have to run one more play. So, Hunter, you excited for the big Ball State IU game tomorrow?
Oh, for sure. Ball State was actually mentioned on SportsCenter earlier yesterday, I believe. They were talking about Alabama, Clemson, and Georgia being the top 3 colleges for college football, and they've been ready for the juggernauts to be taken down by another team that needs to come out of the woodwork. And a Warren Central graduate actually mentioned Ball State on SportsCenter, and it was not it caught everyone on the set off guard. They were not ready for that. They only knew that they played IU at Lucas Oil and not the rest of the season schedule for either teams.
Well, they take the knee, and that will do it. Plainfield is victorious tonight over Tri-West, 28-13. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week as Avon's on the road at Hamilton Southeastern. For Hunter Ungay, I'm Rob Kendall. Have yourself a great evening. So long, everybody.